Welcome back to Duquesa That. I am sitting here working on my page for my heart. I'm actually gluing it down right now with some gel medium, so that's why you see things holding my heart down. So I thought I would just jump in live and share with you as I finish this little journal page, adding my heart to it. I already have my notes written down. So let's just picture that I was writing it last night and gluing all of those things and leaving them overnight to dry out. And as I sat there, hi, how are you? Good, good. So as I was about to read what I wrote down about the word that I chose for this heart is actually energy. So I'm actually holding this down with some gel medium to have it adhere to the page. So I thought I'd just jump in and share with you guys as I finish it because I'm about to add the word with stamping and I'm hoping it's going to come out right. But we'll see. And I thought I'd read what I wrote down. So just picture yourself breathing in and just settling down and connecting to your heart as you're thinking of this word. And what I wrote down was, what type of energy are you focused on? It's important to remember, what are you focusing on? What is the type of energy? Is it negative or is it positive? What type of energy are you thinking about mostly? Because that's going to influence a lot of like how do you react to your day and how you feel. So, what gives you energy or the energy to do things? That's another thing that I thought about when I thought about this word. So, what actually gives me that energy to keep on going or to be motivated to do something? That's another focus that I thought of. And then I thought of refocusing your energy, right? So if when you're like connecting and you're feeling um, how everything's going at the moment, and you feel that you've been in a negative mode or not vibing with things that are going around, just try to refocus your energy. So search for ways in which you can like uplift that energy so you can feel better and more motivated and better about yourself. Um, Then I thought about what drains your energy. And that could be places, people, things. What are the things that are surrounding you that are draining your energy and you feel exhausted after you've done it or you've been with someone or you've been to a place? Some things just drain your energy and you feel like depleted after you're in that situation. So maybe those are the types of things that you want to be maybe moving away from more often. Sometimes we can't totally remove ourselves from those situations or from those people, but try to expose yourself as little as possible to those types of situations. Or when you are going through that, then find a way to get a balance, right? So that you feel more energized and positive after you've had to deal with that. Um, so think about energy boosters. Maybe it's like eating something that lifts your spirit, or maybe going out and exercising, or maybe just walking around, or listening to good music. Those type of things, just to get you out of that funk. Um, and then, lastly, but not least, you have to think that everything is energy, and it can also be transformed because energy can be transformed. It cannot be eliminated, but you can transform it into something else. It's your choice whether you want to focus it on it negatively or if you want to try to refocus yourself and find ways in which you can be more positive about the situation or things around you, or just feed yourself some positive um, energy so that you can lift up your spirits and feel better. So let me tell you what I did with the heart page itself. Hi, Rosa. How are you guys? So, if you want to listen to what I shared about the word itself, you're going to have to go back and watch this when it uploads. I'm about to finish the page. So, what I did for this page was I actually had a piece of dictionary page that was like just laying on top of one of my piles here in the studio. And I've been meaning to do something with it, and I just grabbed it just to get some texture and some interest in that background. So that was my first layer, just gluing that down with some gel medium. And then I went over that with some different metallic paints. So I've combined this antique copper and then a little bit of this Liquitex iridescent gold for that background, and I just smeared it on and covered some areas. And I also use this, the Liquitex Basics. And then I actually went in with my dropper and just created some lines, kind of like symbolizing that energy word that I'm being focused on as I create this page. As for the heart, which I had already created on the side, the die cut that I got to use, because I've had it in my stash and I had not used it yet, and this was shared with me by Marla a while back. So I only used the cutout for the heart part. And I did that in a mixed media type of paper or cardstock and painted that with a metallic copper, and then with some glossy accents I just created some little like energy lines going around and used my little teeny tiny micro beads to create that texture on it. There's some gold paint in some areas too, and I've just combined my beautiful favorite colors that are aqua and brown. I just love the aqua and brown combination a lot. So once that was dried, which is today because I did that last night, I just applied it to the page, and that's what I was holding down when I was working on this. Now I'm planning to add the actual word, and let's see how it comes out, because I'm going to just stamp it out and see how it comes out when I add it. And that's all I'm going to share for today. So I hope you guys are liking this. Let me read your comments here. What made me, you know what? I'm trying to search for words that I find um, interesting to work with in both ways. Words that are meaningful when you think about them and you try to connect to them and how you feel about them, especially if it's something that it's going to help you improve in some way. But the other day I sat down and I made a list of like a whole bunch of words that just came to mind. So I have that little list on my notebook where I'm writing everything. And I just went down that list, and this is the one that caught my eye. I just felt like working with it. So, especially when you're having a week that the things that you're doing are draining you because you just have to do them and you just get home and you're exhausted after it. Um, I thought of the word energy as a really good focus point to work on that. So, yeah, that's why I chose the word. Just felt like working with that word and seeing what happened, and I actually liked the result. I'm actually enjoying doing this, sharing it with you guys, and going deeper with just not just sharing the artwork, but like my thought process through it. I think some of you are liking it, so I decided to keep on sharing that since I'm doing the challenge already, and I want to help inspire you guys to do it. I thought I'd share my process because that might give you some ideas of. And I'm using this and it's getting really stained. I'm gonna have to get a flatter one because let me see if I can get another. Yeah, I'll use this one. Sorry. Ouch! And I just like bumped into my. And I don't know if you guys do this, but if I don't feel like taking the time to draw of drawing like that straight line so I keep it straight, I tend to play with the placement of my letters so I don't have to keep them straight. I just go for the funky placement. And that way um, I can place them anywhere I want, and it doesn't have to be perfect. That's just one little trick that I've always liked using, and I'm gonna have to go over that one again because it didn't really catch well on top of that. So let's see. And this is a journaling page, so it's mixed media and anything goes. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to have actually your energy in the page. So that's another good way of thinking of that word. I'm trying to place it so it's. What am I doing that it's. Oh, okay, it's upside down. Sorry. And I'm talking and I don't want to misspell it. Watch me misspell it because I'm talking to you guys and it's going to be like a total flop because I'm doing it live. So, what are you guys doing? Thank you, Rosa, that you liked it. And let's see it. So let's see. Let's. I'm super energized right now, but today I decided that I've been moving. Right, I've been moving things in my classroom and setting it up for the year. Actually, we started teaching already, so I'm doing this and I'm teaching at the same time. Right, so whenever we get a break, we go back to trying to rearrange things and put things so that they make sense in this new classroom. And I don't know why it was like, oh, not all done, but like everything that we could do was done so far until we get like the new furniture and things that are gonna be added to the classroom. So I was so drained and tired and like frustrated because we things were not like done and finished, that today this morning I decided I wanted to wear high heels. Don't ask me why I did that, but that's what I felt like wearing. So I don't know if this happens to you or if you wear high heels, but I usually don't because I teach and I stand all day. I don't I don't I don't like to sit down while I'm teaching the kids. I like to walk around. I'm very energetic like when I'm talking, and I move around and I go around the tables and give them feedback and stuff. But not only did I have to teach like most of the classes today, because we switch between teachers. Like sometimes she has the lead and I help her, and then we switch grades. But today most of the grades were mine, so I had to teach most of the classes today, and I also had to get a whole bunch of things in different way parts of the school. So of course, the day that I wear high heels is the day that I have to walk the most. So I was like, by the time the last class came up, I was like, I couldn't even like stand anymore. You know how when you're wearing high heels and you sit down, when you, I don't know if this happens to you, but when you get up, you feel like your feet are gonna split from like the center out. You feel like they're splitting. That's how painful it was today. And so yeah, I'm not doing that again because our classroom this year is like the farthest classroom in the school, and everything that we have to do in order to like for our duties and things that we have to cover, it's like on the opposite side. So yeah, I didn't think about that when I was like feeling all like girly, want to look good, and feel good day. I'm going back to my flats. Let me just retouch that because again, I don't know this paint. This is the sweet ink from Jane Davenport, just because this is the one that I had next to me, and it's a hybrid ink. So I'm playing with it and seeing how it reacts. It's actually not grabbing super well on top of the acrylic. But I kind of like the look of it. It's just that some of the letters are looking way lighter. I'm reading your one last letter and then I'll be done. I'm reading your little messages here. Yeah, but they like it, when the kids see you engaged and walking around and actually like interacting with them as they work, they get motivated. So it's way it's it the whole atmosphere is just, I mean, it's more work, right? Because you're not sitting at your desk giving orders. But the whole thing, I mean, the output is so much more energetic, and they see you like getting into their work, and all enthusiastic about it, and like cheering them on and helping them with ideas that they can add to it, or getting them like new things that they can try. um it's fun. I like that. I enjoy that. But that's my style of teaching. I just like when I'm working on something and I'm like super engaged in it, I've always liked standing up. Like I'll push my chair away, and just like work standing up. It just, I feel my energy flows better when I'm doing that. Right now I'm sitting down because I'm trying to share with you guys the video so that it looks well, and my feet are also killing me, so I can't be standing up right now, but they're getting better. I've been like, actually today, like 3 times when we had like 5-minute breaks in between classes. That's the other thing. This year my classroom is on the first floor, so I actually have the opportunity to walk out and like be out in the next to the soccer field of the school. So I was like taking my shoes off and like sweeping the classroom, and I actually like walked out of the classroom like 3 times to like just stand barefooted on the grass and like clean my feet before I put my shoes back on, because they had installed something in the classroom and they hadn't like really cleaned last before they left. So there was like dust on the floor, and I was barefooted as I was like um deciding to sweep the classroom. So I actually walked out and stood on the grass and just like cleaned my feet, like by swiping like my feet on the grass, and it felt so good, so warm. And then I walked in, and I of course I did the wipey cleaning before I put my shoes back on, and the kids were in the classroom again, right? But that was kind of fun. That was like a positive no outlook on my classroom. So yeah, can you read it? So it says energy, and there's my heart that I created. And I've been thinking of whether I want to add like more lines coming out of the heart, or just leaving it clean like that. I sort of like the clean, simple look of it. I'm trying to keep them as simple as possible within like my style, right? Because I always tend to layer things, but just again to focus on those words, because that's like the main idea behind this challenge that I'm doing. And there's a little loose microbead there. So, yeah, this is the heart that I made for today. So, this is going to be what? I think it's, let me see, it's the third heart. Is it the third? I think I have, let me see if I can go back. 1, 2, yeah, this is the third heart on the journal. So, I'm keeping them all in this journal. And then I'll probably have to move on to another journal because it's not going to hold the 100. Although the more I think of it, because I think it might be too long for you guys to be looking at the hearts every day. I might count them, combining the hearts that I create here and the actual cards that I've been making. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes and how it flows, and how you guys are receiving this, whether you want more of it, or um, whether the challenge starts bringing in more participations, and then I can get to share the hearts that our other people are sending. That I cannot wait for that. I have a few people that already send me emails telling me that they were going to participate, and they're creating already, so I cannot wait to see what they're making and their thoughts on it when they share it on video, like their process and what they're feeling and doing as they create. I cannot wait to see like someone else's interpretation of this. So besitos to all of you. Thank you so very much for being here with me. Let me read the last comments here before I say goodbye. I hope you like this share, and I'm sorry for this mega glare. And I didn't turn my fan on either. I mean off. Um, Good. Okay, so I'm all caught up on the comments. Yeah, do when this uploads, I'll try to link it underneath so you guys don't have to keep on going all the way back. I'll probably link There's a video for the challenge where I explained the actual challenge and what I was thinking when I created it, and the process of like what I was visualizing of you guys like taking a breath and like connecting, and just a little mindfulness moment where we like take care of ourselves and we take that little break before we do the actual creation. So it's a combining of both things, and so that you're really focused on it's like a meditation but combined with the creating of the hearts. So I explained that in the challenge and the idea behind this. And then there's another video that I created for the giveaway part. So I have those separately because some people might not want to be participating in the giveaway part where they have to send their heart or their card to me to in order to participate for the giveaway, but they do want to work on the challenge. So I've made those two videos separately, but I'll link them down below as soon as this uploads and I'm able to do the linking part. And if you get a chance, please watch the beginning of the video so that you see what I shared about the word and what I was feeling while I was creating it. But I'm super happy that I got to use a die that I had not used, a stamp set that I had in my stash that I had not used in a while, some new ink that I had not been using too much, my lovely microbeads that are a pain to work with, but I love the effect they give, my metallics that I adore, and then my mixed media passion. So that page has a lot of like my loves in it and some satisfaction about going into my stash and actually using things that we keep hoarding and or accumulating and not using. So I'm going back to those. I'm going back to the stashes and searching through and seeing what I can use to incorporate into what I'm creating. That way, it's like I'm working on emotions all around. I will. I will link both of the videos. Okay, so that you guys can click on whichever one or watch both, and you decide whether you just want to do the challenge or if you want to do the giveaway part 2 part also, so that it's not confusing. And to the giveaway, I started with one thing added to the giveaway, and depending on how the challenge grows and moves, then if I see participation and people are like into it, then I'll keep adding some things to the giveaway. It's gonna be due on September 30th, so you guys have plenty of time to be able to participate in the giveaway and send it, because part of being able to enter it is to send your things. It's super simple. It's creating one heart and creating one card. So go watch that and see if it's something that you might be interested in doing. And as we move along, if I keep adding things to the giveaway part, I'll share them. And definitely by the time this is coming to an end, I'll share like the contents of the giveaway that we've accumulated along the way. Okay, so besitos to all of you again. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're enjoying this. Please give a thumbs up if you're liking this. Leave your comments and let me know. Those of you who are not here and actually interacting with me, if you're watching later, leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking. If there's anything that comes to your mind when you think of this word, let me know down there too, because I would love to see that. I love finding your comments. And if you know of anyone that would be interested in participating, you think this is something that would be helpful or fun or motivating for them to do, please invite them over so that they can come and join us and let's all have fun together. I think it's a fun challenge and it's a fun way of using the heart shape and that idea for something good for us and everyone else in the world. So let's stay on the positive side. Take care, everyone. Big hugs to all of you. A lot of love. And I hope you're having a wonderful week. And I'll be back with a card for sure on Mondays. Wednesdays, I'm going to be sharing the hearts. And if I create anything in between those days, I'll come on. And if I feel like creating live, you'll see me pop on live. Okay? So, bye, everyone. Take care. And thank you so much for being here, you guys. Bye.